La 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 la. Welcome to Off Topic. We're gonna just jump into it because I'm terrible with intros. We're talking about music this week. I figured it was a good way to go since we kind of brought up music a lot in the past, so I figured why not just make it the main point and see what we talk about instead. Yeah. So, what kind of music does everyone listen to?
Most.
Oh, not the
Oh,
harmonica.
I listen to a lot of different kinds of music. I hate country though. I hate country so much.
Does anyone
Why?
here actually
Why do you
like
It's
hate
like
country or
country?
Cosmo, it's all about the same thing. It's either
Yeah,
about
I
it's
don't
either with
like country, but
banjos, dogs,
I
beer, your truck, or beating your wife. And that's not a
I
joke, unfortunately.
I tolerate country because my sister plays it all the time. That's the only reason.
R.I.P.
That's
I just strongly dislike the sound of country. I mean, the content of it is never worth it, but
there are some exceptions. I don't love
great point,
country
Yuri.
music. It's not my favorite genre. It's my bottom two. My bottom two are country and rap. For some reason,
For
I just hate rap. But
That's fair. That's fair.
I
um,
like a very
That's
specific
fair,
type
because
of
some of
rap.
it's pretty bad, unfortunately.
I don't like listening to rap, but it's really it seems like it would be really fun to sing
you
Okay,
mean to rap?
one thing,
to rap. As long as
like
it's not
fun to
like
do.
yes, it looks fun.
I don't think you
Fair
can
enough.
see music. Well, if you're reading
I
music,
mean, in this book I read, there was someone who could see sound waves. It was a fictional book, obviously, but that
I
was
was gonna
like
say
the whole
that's
concept.
it's not real life.
Yeah.
I appreciate that Isaac goes, "What kind of music do you guys listen to?" And we went immediately to what we don't listen to.
Well,
Well, because I
sometimes I think
listen
it's a
to
lot more
so many
accurate.
things, it's easier to say what I don't listen to.
Yeah, that's true. I also listen to I enjoy just about every other kind of music besides like most country is really iffy. Some country is really
Yeah,
good.
most country. There
There's
is, I'll
there
admit, some good country.
yes, there is good country
And
out
it's
there.
all found in the movie Cars.
Probably.
Like I'm gonna be straight up. If I listen to country music, it is either the one song that Owl City did with a country artist, or it's from the Cars soundtrack, and that's it.
Yeah. I've been I listen to a little bit of everything. Most of the stuff I listen to is stuff from video game soundtracks or indie
All
artists.
video game soundtracks is good.
Yeah, video game soundtracks and indie artists. Um,
hmm
and so I've recently and in the past listened to a lot of rock and metal. I really like the heavier sounds. Um, so like especially indie rock, I've been listening to this one band lately like a lot, and they have a really nice sound to their. It's an indie rock sound, and it's really nice. And then a video game that has a rock soundtrack, primarily rock soundtrack. And then stuff like orchestral metal and argent metal are like really fun sounds.
Hi, I'm back.
Hi back.
Hi, back.
I'm Mozart.
I
Sorry, you can
um.
continue.
You want to know something actually funny? Before this, I was watching like some TikTok immediately, and I saw an interesting music fact. So Terraria Calamity has some of the best video game soundtrack for the Terraria mods, but the fans were so obsessive over that music, the artist actually went away from that community because he was getting like threats to continue making music,
Bro,
which is
what?
wild.
A fun fact.
Fun, right?
Fun.
That's exactly what that is.
It's a wild world out
But
there.
yeah, no,
Some folks are crazy.
the things people do just because they like something, it's crazy.
Well, and music is often so connected to like emotions and like mind
Mhm.
stuff that I think there's also like if something alters someone's brain chemistry a little bit, they can get a kind of protective over it almost.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I can think of a number of songs that I've heard and I go immediately like, I want more of this. Why did they not make more of this? And it's
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah,
I
but
could
to the
totally
point
see
of
some
threatening
people.
their life, it's a bit
Oh,
extreme.
very much so. It's like
Yeah, definitely.
they had to have some. They needed therapy already, and then they found this song and uh, went the wrong direction with it.
I wonder
For
how
sure.
many music like creators like have an intended meaning to the song, and how many are just spouting random words and hoping someone finds meaning in it.
Sometimes it doesn't need meaning.
I think most do have some sort of meaning, not necessarily in a, like a deeper sense,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like very few people like just toss a song out there. Usually, the mainstream songs and stuff are things that will relate to them, unless I would say the main exception would be like artists who are just in it for the money, and so they'll like
Mm-hmm.
write a
Oh
song
yeah.
about whatever they expect people will relate to, or like something generic enough that anyone could relate to it.
Even
Because
with
there's
them,
definitely songs you hear that are just so cookie cutter.
I would argue that yes, some of their music might be like that, but I can't imagine anybody being a professional musician or artist, music artist, who doesn't enjoy the creative side of that and the getting to express yourself through music, because that's like really the big thing about music is that you're able to express yourself so openly and in a way that you otherwise cannot, like through art, like,
Right.
and especially music. And like I just can't envision, like I can see people doing it for the money, but like it's an art. It's not often reliable money.
Like,
So
why would
like
you
Yeah.
choose to do this path instead of something else you might enjoy more if you're just in it for the money?
I
yeah.
feel like
Right.
if you're gonna do something for the money, you do something that would more easily make money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or you liked music and then you stopped really caring, but you're still making money, so you continue making music.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that was the exception that I was thinking of, was yeah,
I see.
people who stopped caring.
Burnout.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So does anyone have a favorite song or songs that come to
Oh,
Um,
mind that they
that's
just
a
really
hard
like?
question,
I
dude.
don't like picking,
I know
but
I'm
have
asking
you
all the
ever?
hard questions today.
There's a band that I really, Tally Hall.
I don't think I've ever heard of
I
them.
don't think so.
They're lesser known. They let me think. I don't know if you know the songs, but they made like Ruler of Everything, Banana Man, um, bunch of
Or we're not talking
others.
about like
Banana
Cali
man.
bananas, right?
Hmm?
Like, Mr. Telly Man, telling me banana. We're talking about different banana man,
Not
right?
that one. It's a different Banana Man.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Why
I
are there more
figured.
than one songs
But
named
also,
Banana Man?
the question is,
It's
why isn't there more songs named Banana Man?
Oh my god.
I
We
guess.
need a revival of Banana Man songs.
I also really like Bill Wurtz. Bill Wurtz. The guy who made the entire history of the world, I guess. He usually makes music, but that was like
Oh, yeah, I
Mhm.
think I've heard of him.
I have to admit, there are a lot of singers I do like. Some of my top ones, I'm gonna say for like certain categories, like for instance, like rock, metal, stuff like that. I
Right,
really
right, right.
like Blacklight District, Nefex, and Windrose.
Oh, shoot,
Windrose is
Windrose
basically
is,
the dwarven
yes,
metal.
yes, yes. Okay, I'm familiar with
oh
Windrose.
god. Dwarven Metal, they're
Biggie,
all the
Biggie, hole.
same though.
Well, that's
How
because they're like
dare?
there's one dwarven metal band.
Every single one, it sounds the same.
Windrose,
I mean, they're
Windrose
not
kind of
bad, but
has
they
like
all
this.
sound the same.
How dare?
They do.
No. How dare?
No song sounds like Diggy Diggy Hole. I'm sorry.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Hmm. Um, as I said, I might as well, if we're talking about the specific artists, I might as well just name the ones that I had mentioned. Good Kid. I don't know if you've heard any of their music. Um, it's
Neither
really
do I.
freaking good. They're an indie rock band. Isaac, I think you would enjoy them a lot. Especially their one song
Okay.
Mimi's Delivery Service is um I've been listening to that literally that one song on repeat for the past couple of days. Like I'm not even joking. I'm obsessed with it at this point. Um and uh Guilty Gear Strive is the game that I've been listening to a lot of music from as well. They also have like a prog rock sound. And there's a lot of lyrics to their music, which is not usual of video game soundtracks, but like it's done really well. And they have like other like subgenres mixed in. Like they've got a lot of rock jazz fusions that sound really fun.
Ooh,
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
we
Especially
love a little
like Ups
jazz
and
thrown in.
Downs and Drift are both really good. Um, and then Argent Metal, so anything from the Doom soundtrack. And this one artist named Falcon on YouTube, who I think he's on Spotify as well, who takes other pieces of music and turns them into orchestral metal. So
Heck yeah.
he does a lot of video game stuff and a lot of anime stuff. And he's got like a singer who is incredibly talented who works with him that does vocals on his stuff. Um, but I love the sound of everything that he makes. He's so good at what he does.
So I haven't really like I've asked the questions, but I haven't really answered them myself.
Yeah.
So I should probably go ahead and do that. Um, yeah, I listen to a very wide range of things, but like it's weird because I'll like put on a playlist. I've created a couple playlists specifically to do this, and you'll go
Mhm.
from like indie pop tronica to heavy metal to rap to like kids songs from like a TV show or like Veggie Tales or something. So there's a lot of like whiplash that can be in there. But then I've also like you'll start playing a song, and I was playing. There was a song an artist named Connor Price, who's a rap artist, um, that I found on Instagram. Really good. But I put it on, and I thought it was like I'm not saying it's like actual full on rap, but I thought it was like way more rap than I would typically listen to. And someone else heard it and said, "Yeah, no, this is the type of rap that you would listen to." And so I guess that even though it feels very varied, like there is some sort of formula that I just don't know because people will hear a song and be like, "Yeah, this is a song he would like," and then they're dead right. So I haven't figured out what the common denominator is. But like, as far as favorite artists go, Owl City is easily up there.
Oh,
Owl
Owl
City.
City's good.
Owl
I
City is
love
really good. Yeah.
Firefly.
I guess I'm the only one who doesn't know what Owl City is.
Are you familiar with Fireflies?
You probably know it, Cosmo. You just don't
Fireflies, like,
remember
Yeah.
Yeah,
know the
you would
name.
not
and you
believe your
cannot
eyes.
believe your eyes.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
song.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. That's Owl City, and that's the one song most people know. But he's actually done a whole bunch of other stuff that is, in my opinion, even
I
better.
can't remember if the song name's Tornado, but that one's pretty good, especially the
Yes,
one
the
part.
tornado.
Yeah.
The tornado is goaded.
The one part of it is my favorite part. The rest of it, eh.
The one part is like probably, I mean, it's definitely the best part of the song in my opinion, and it's the most interesting musically. But from a storytelling point of view, the rest of it is really impressive because it just manages to like
Yeah.
essentially for anyone who hasn't heard the Tornado by Owl City, it's from his newer album that released. Oh crap, was that 2 years ago now?
Yeah.
It feels like a year ago, but it was 2 years.
Newer one.
Oh man. So it released a while back, and um, it's a song about a newspaper boy who's delivering the papers, and a tornado hits. And so there's like the first song, it starts off in this like pretty typical Owl City sound, very peaceful, very relaxed, kind of like upbeat, wholesome little vibes, and then slowly builds into where the tornado actually happens. So it like kind of ramps up as the storm starts to come down, and then as the twister touches down, it goes full on like disaster. Like I can't describe it, but it sounds like a twister has touched down. He goes full screamo for a little bit, and then
Yeah,
like
and
as
I love
quickly as the
that part.
tornado is over, and then yeah, that's the part that everyone loves it for. But right as it finishes, he comes out of the hole that he was hiding in, and like it goes back to the other sound. But it's not as interesting musically necessarily, but from a storytelling point of view, I just love it because like it sounds like you just walk down and find this destruction, and you're just like feeling that lucky to be alive feeling. It translates really well. See, I could talk about Owl City for a long time. I also listened to like NF,
You
Crowder, Toby Mac, um, Thousand Foot Crutches, one I got into recently. It's a Christian metal band
mm,
in a similar vein to Skillet, but a little more metal.
ooh,
Well,
really?
Skillet's more like rock.
Mm,
Yeah,
nice. To put into context how many songs, not including other playlists, I listen to, my like songs on Spotify has 1,950 songs.
respectable.
One I
That's
really like listening to currently is known as Monkey's Paw. It's based off of a D&D group that I watch. It's not like this, they don't
okay.
stream it. It's just that, have you heard of Dingo Doodles?
Can't say I have.
I don't think so.
Okay, so look them up. The song is a bit based on one of the characters, Sips, which is a cursed sentient monkey person. It'll make more sense if you
Fun.
watch the video, but the song's
Fun
still
indeed.
enjoyable without knowing what it's fully about. Especially because some of it's understood easily, even though you don't know the series.
Right. Okay. Kind of on that note, can we just talk about how like songs made like pop songs that are made specifically for movies are like weirdly good in that like even if they're made by really good artists or something, it's still really strange that a movie about a guy bitten by a spider like locks in as much as it does with the music. Because the Spider-Verse films, oh my gosh,
Oh my god, yeah.
it's not even like the
Their
genre I typically
themes are
listen
so
to.
good. Like, I love it when movies and stuff use music to identify certain characters.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Motifs.
it's so good.
Yes,
These are
motifs.
good.
I didn't
Yeah,
know that was the name of it.
yeah. I've always
Yeah,
loved
that's another
the
word for like when they're in musicals. I think.
probably.
Shoot, I can't remember what it is, but
I've always loved the more technical side of music. Like, I listen to again a lot of indie sounds that really are a lot more experimental. So there's this one I would recommend actually going and listening to this song because it's so much fun. Isaac, you will definitely enjoy it. Because I
yeah.
know
Hang
you,
on, I should start keeping notes here.
yeah, or even literally just go and listen to it as I'm talking about it. It's by 2L. It's called The Earth. And it's the way it's written is it's in 4/4, but it's cut up into quintuplets that are then sectioned into groups of 4, 4, 3, 3, 3. So it has a really like awkward, like not awkward, but like and not clunky, but like a really psychedelic almost sound to it. Um, and it's like stuff like that, the more technical stuff where it's like polyrhythms and weird time signatures, which I will talk about a weird time signature that I was obsessed with for a while in just a second.
I think
um,
you told me about the time signature you're gonna be telling us about. I think I
yeah,
know that one.
yeah, I think I've mentioned it to all of you. Yeah, there's a song in Genshin Impact called Gilded
Yeah, but
Runner, which is in Isaac. Have I told you about this? Yeah, I told you about this.
I think you did after we went mini golf
Yeah, which is in
like a year ago or something.
what's it called? That algorithm that's 1 1 2 3 5 8 13 21.
Fibonacci.
Yeah, Fibonacci sequence, which is in Fibonacci over 8 time. So the first measure is in 1/8, the second measure is in 1/8, the third measure is in 2/8, 3/8,
Oh
5/8,
wow,
8/8,
Madness.
13/8, 21/8, and then it starts over
it's
from 1/8.
crazy.
So it's got like this really cool sound to it, and like when you're first listening to it, it just sounds like it has an awkward time measure, but it or an awkward time signature, but it just when you actually look at the sheet music for it and like are reading along the sheet music when you're listening to the song, it's so cool.
Hmm.
Can confirm. That one was really funky.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Who made this one?
It's from Genshin Impact. It's called Gilded Runner.
Oh,
Speaking of Genshin Impact, there is a song that I know swept the internet that was based on one of the newer characters, the builder guy. What's it called? For the life of me, I swear, I'm gonna look this up quickly because I know it's in my like songs.
I just thought of another song that I don't know. I don't watch TikTok very often, but I'm pretty sure it blew up on TikTok.
Writing on the Wall. That's it.
Writing on the
Because some people just like the lyric tree hit them and they relate to the lyrics.
Hmm.
Especially like artists. Artists are very heartfelt about it.
Wait, what is the song? I want to look it up now.
Writing on the Wall.
By who?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's probably a whole
Sam
bunch
Smith?
of Will Stetson. It looks like It's a Cave fan song, so I would assume that this is probably
Will Stetson, yes.
Yeah.
But it's so dang good. Like nothing should be that good, but it's that good, you know?
Yeah, I know that feeling. Songs that you just put on and like leave your body for a little bit. Cough, cough. How to Train Your Dragon soundtrack. Cough, cough.
I know that's what I was thinking about.
God.
I watched a video on the How to Train Your Dragon soundtrack recently.
So have I've watched the same thing, I think.
Yeah, by Charles Cornell.
I think so, yeah.
He's a
When someone says they've watched a video on a certain piece of music, it's probably from Charles Cornell. He's the one. Like when someone's
fair
analyzing
point.
the music theory. Yeah.
Yeah. But he was just talking about like all the motifs in it and how everything is tied together in the two themes, and it's reflected by Hiccup's theme and Toothless's theme, and their themes kind of like intertwine as they go and stuff. Yeah.
Crazy.
And it was really cool.
That reminds me, like I saw like an entire video on Tiny Tanks from the Wii. It was about the music in Tiny Tanks in a Wii Sports. No, it was Wii something.
We play.
Basically, the entire soundtrack in that game. There's like a bunch of different parts, but they only come in when certain tanks are on screen.
Yeah.
So like
I used to play the game so much.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah.
And then it depends on like how many there are and like what they're doing.
Another game that did something like that, just on another level, Pikmin 3. The Pikmin 3 soundtrack is insane because what they did is they created like there's like a certain loop that will go through, and then based on the things going on in the environment, it like adds or like goes to different sections of a loop. But it like every single time it will loop so perfectly that you won't even notice, which just creates this like almost constant music in the background of the game that like puts you in the environment. Like the boss battles especially. It's like if your Pikmin are in danger, this little bit will start playing on this like 5 second or 2 second clip. And then if the Pikmin die, this plays. But if the Pikmin live, this plays. And it's like just this full flow chart that just like creates a beautiful man, Pikmin 3 is another thing I can talk about for a really long time. That game is just so good.
Yeah, I had an idea like that for a video game that I've kind of been designing like in my head. Haven't actually gotten around to doing anything with it. But
Relatable.
but
That's
like
just the awesome thing.
yeah, but this is it'll hopefully once I get around to creating it, it's gonna be like my magnum opus. Like it's like this massive game. It's got all these lore points, all this stuff going on in it. But the music was the way it's written is I haven't started writing it yet, but like once I do, and I might work with a couple other composers if I can find people to help me with it, is that it's the same way it's interactive. So like a specific piece. So each layer, because it's built around like the 9 layers of hell and like demons and stuff. Each layer has its own theme, and then as more demons come in, their parts play a little bit louder. So each demon has a different part that plays, and also when you make specific actions, a specific like sound will play that corresponds in the music. And so as you're fighting, basically the combat is supposed to be designed so it's like you're dancing your way through as you're just slaughtering hordes and hordes of these demons. The music kind of ebbs and flows as different pieces as different portions of the music overtake others, and as you make these actions, as you swing your blades and you fire your guns, and you just the whole thing is meant to kind of feel like a twisted dance of sorts.
I
That's
actually
so cool.
had a similar, like a really, really like a similar idea, like entirely different kind of game, but like a similar idea for like I'm working on an FPS right now, like a multiplayer game FPS, and in the game there's like 4 different like types of weapons based on like the 4 elements like Avatar.
Is that the one with the slingshot?
Yes, wind, fire,
Yeah.
earth, and
I remember.
water.
Yeah,
Water. So I was thinking maybe I could have like a part for each one of the 4, and then they kind of go depending on how close you are to your teammates.
Yeah.
It makes you want to work together with all different types of things at the same time, because that's probably the best strategy anyway.
That's a really interesting way of doing that. I really like
But
that.
it's basically the same thing that Liam said, but like a little simpler.
Right. Well, just the idea of like having a multiplayer game where the music like gets more cohesive when you work with the other people, so that like you have this subtle subtle thing in the back of their heads that they like want to complete the music, so they want to work together to do these things.
Yeah,
There's like a
Like it's a
bunch
really
of
interesting
games I could just tell you
motivator.
music nerds about right now. Like
Yeah.
Billy Bust Up.
Um,
That's a good one.
kind of
It's a work in
to
progress currently, but
Beat Saber.
not Beat Saber.
Geometry Dash.
That's a Beat Saber.
To
I love
juxtapose
There
what
is some
Isaac
good
said,
music. Like I Want to Be a Machine is a great song based on Beat Saber.
yeah. To juxtapose what Isaac said, I don't know. I actually watched a video essay on this last night, about the music of Lethal Company, and it does almost the exact opposite, where it keeps you wanting to stay with your friends because the music is really unsettling, and it only plays when you're alone,
yes.
or you only notice it when you're alone.
Yeah.
Okay,
crazy.
so you guys know Minecraft music?
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna
Oh
stop
my
with
god,
Minecraft.
like the random cave sounds, the random
Oh my
startling
God.
sudden music. That's a exact example of what you just said. Like, oh, it's so unsettling. And it's only when you're in the caves where it's dark and scary.
Take a step goes hard.
Oh my God, when I was a kid, I literally got terrified of those cave sounds.
They're still startling. Like you don't expect them to happen.
They sound like they should be audio cues for some kind of monster.
I thought I was being chased by an Enderman.
Yeah, that's
And then
what
like
they're designed
some of
to
their
do. Is they're designed to sound like
music
audio
discs,
cues.
yeah, like, and then like of course their music discs, the three scary ones, we all know which ones those are. Those literally tell a story through their sounds. It's terrifying.
Yeah, one of them has like a like if you look at the sound file, it like has a creeper face in it.
Yeah, and people used to think it was about like an Enderman chasing someone, but now people are thinking it might be about the warden chasing someone.
Crazy.
Dun dun dun.
That definitely wasn't planned though.
No.
Oh yeah, no, totally wasn't.
Or was it?
But like, also just like
Whoa.
the Minecraft music discs are insane. I think we all can agree on that.
Yeah. Other
Yeah, they're
insane
pretty good.
music that I had somehow completely forgotten about up until this moment. With a lot of motifs and a lot of story building. Stuff like the Undertale soundtrack
Oh my
Oh,
god,
that's a
Undertale.
good one.
Dun dun
It's
dun
has
just the
dun dun
different
dun.
songs for the different battles, and especially depending on like how you act, the music might change too.
yeah. So
I love that.
it's a great like image of just musical storytelling, which is something that I love. Is when so this also happens in like the Hollow Knight soundtrack. Is there are certain motifs that which is this is literally the purpose of motifs, but like certain motifs that represent certain characters and the way that they are integrated into different like pieces kind of tell the story in a way that like Undertale's very much a story-driven game. So like the story is very right in front of you. But like in games like
Mhm.
Hollow Knight, the story is very hidden. But if you listen to the music, it can tell you more of the story, and it's just fascinating.
Yeah, and it's just so good. It's for certain things like give me a second because my brain is slowly malfunctioning. So there's this very old like animated short movie that involves an old man, a fox slash wolf,
It sounds like the
a
setup for a
goose,
joke.
and a boy. And each one has a different instrument as their like
They all
self.
walk into
There's
a
no
bar.
words. Hmm?
Oh wait, no, I know which one you're talking
Yeah, I know
about.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
We watched.
I never
We
remember
watched
the
this in
name
like
for it
third
though,
grade.
but it's so good. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like it was genuinely slightly scary for a younger me,
Oh no, what it was
but it was
something
so
about the goose.
amazing at the same time.
I need to
We
see this
watched
now.
this in like third grade or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here
Oh,
actually.
I don't remember. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I probably
It's a
remember it. I just don't remember it.
it's a piece of classical music technically.
Yeah, a lot of teachers tend to show
it's
it.
like Fantasia chord.
Music teachers, that is.
I can't remember what it's called.
Neither
But
can
like I
I, and
forgot
it's
about
gonna
that until you mentioned it,
Gamble
and
core.
now it's
bother me
Gamble
until
core.
Let's go
Brr.
gambling.
Ah, dang it. Ah, dang it. Ah,
Oh,
dang it.
dang it.
They I think he just recently released Gamble Core 4.
Yes, he did. And I watched it.
Crazy
God.
twist, crazy twist.
Crazy twist.
crazy. I was crazy once.
They put me in a room.
They put me in a
Rubber
room. A
room.
rubber
Maybe we
room.
should sing it.
Yeah, I mean,
I was
Crazy.
crazy
I was
once,
crazy once. They
they
put
locked
me
me
in
in a
a
room.
room.
A rubber
Rubber
room.
room. Rubber
Rubber
room
with
with
rats.
rats.
And rats make
And
me
rats
Oh
make me
god.
crazy.
crazy.
Ah!
Crazy. I
What
was
is wrong
crazy
with us?
once.
We're going crazy.
I'm
Crazy?
going to mute you.
Mute me or nuke me?
both.
Yes. I
And
said
one
mute,
or the
but
other.
I also mean nuke.
If you do the second one, the first will come with it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll stop
You know,
talking if you nuke me.
in video games, you know how like soundtracks usually like loop
Yeah.
constantly? How did they make it so that people don't get sick of the music? Because like I'm thinking like landfall games like stick fight or rounds, like it's just the same songs over and over again, but somehow they don't get old.
But they're catchy. And like a good catchy, not annoying catchy.
Baby Shark.
There has to be a
I will
science of
kill
how
you
you make
if you
songs
sing that.
people can listen to endlessly. Because there's certain songs I could literally listen to on repeat without getting sick of.
Yeah. I think it's a matter
Okay, have
of.
you guys ever heard?
Go ahead.
I've never heard before.
There's a movie called That Thing You Do. It's a Tom Hanks movie. Are you guys at all familiar with it?
No.
Nope.
Probably
Okay.
not, no.
So it's essentially it's a film about a group of like one-hit wonders who performed this song they made for a like high school talent show type thing, and then it blows up, and it's like just the story of that how that goes down and everything. It's a really great movie on its own, but like the thing is the song. There's like a one-hit wonder, which means the song plays throughout the entire film. Which means for them, it's maybe happening over the course of a year or two where they're just playing the song a lot, and maybe they get a little tired of it, but like it's not as bad. But for you, you're watching this 2 hour movie where this song is just kind of going on loop throughout these like story beats, and yet somehow by the end of the film, you still love the song,
Mm-hmm.
and it's actually just like kind of insane. But like I don't know how
Insane
they
as
do
in
it.
crazy?
No! Stop!
Crazy. I was crazy once.
No, Liam, please, I'm going to stab you.
Let's just put this all behind us and make sure it stays a false memory.
False memory is crazy.
Crazy?
Listen, man, the stars got edges. The stars got curves. The stars got a 401k. Oh, neither of you were here for that last week.
No.
It was
I
after
caught
Isaac.
some of it afterwards.
It was after Isaac had left. We were playing
I
improv
need to go back
games.
and listen to the episode.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go back. It's towards the end of the episode.
I'll just
But
find where I left and watch from there. Yeah.
yeah, we were playing Change. Uh, and
Oh, that game I suggested? Oh wait, no, it's just a different game. Sorry. My bad.
we were playing Change, and uh, Noah go. We were. It was like a star that had landed on the Earth, and Noah was trying to romance it or something. And he goes, "But the star's got points." And Cosmo goes, "New choice." And he goes, the star's got but the star's got curves. It's a curvy star." And and Cosmo goes, "New choice." And he goes, stutters for a moment. He goes, the star's got a 401k.
Oh dear God.
What did I come back to? Sorry, there was a
just feel
hummingbird in
better
their
than me.
garage.
There's
There's a hummingbird in your garage?
I don't.
You song
Actually,
drop
kind of
hummingbird in the garage.
No. My dad called me down and I was like, "Oh, what is it?" And there was this hummingbird in the garage, and that's what he
crazy.
wanted to show me. So
You
I
should
wasn't.
you should bring the hummingbird in. Have him be a guest.
No.
Be our
Hummingbird
guest.
noises.
Be our guest.
Put our
Birds
service
have
to the
music.
test.
Birds are like a living music machine. Like a lot of songs actually get inspiration from bird calls. Like fun fact, the Barbie theme song, or maybe it's like I'm dead serious. Like the whatever was used in the credits of the Barbie movie, but like the original version, not the remix. But I guess also technically the remix. The like main beat for that was stolen from a bird.
Really?
There was a bird singing the
Stolen.
doo 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 doo,
Oh my
and
God.
that was like what
You're
their
gonna be
sound
copyright
from
claimed by a bird.
The college I
Right?
went to. So we went to like this summer thing for my college, and we were taught to identify some bird calls by like the sounds or little songs they make. And oh my God, some of them I can't get out of my head. Like I'll automatically identify some birds just like Where are you? Here I am. Where are you? Here I am. That one will never leave my head. Help
The
me,
one,
please.
the one, the one bird going like.
Oh God, the Twitter bird. No.
It's not the Twitter bird, but okay.
Not the notification sound bird.
Imagine if all birds made notification sounds.
Badoop. The Discord sound. Badoop.
You're walking through the forest and you get that Discord notification.
You go to check your phone and there's
And
nothing
that's
there,
where you
and
just
then you
fucking
hear it
everyone.
again.
Oh God!
You say that and then just like
speaking
prayer
of
birds just start singing
notifications,
and scared shit.
alarm sounds. Why is it that like okay, the alarm sounds are like not bad. Like sometimes they're okay music, right? But like
Right.
if you listen to alarms, if you get woken up by it enough, you just hate it. The worst thing ever.
Oh my God, yeah, it's like a trauma response. And I'm not
I
wrong about
cycle my
that. That's the
alarms
thing.
because of that. Because I usually pick songs that have like a good opening that I really enjoy, so it starts me off right. But then like you got to change it after a week or something, not because it's getting old, but because you don't want it to get old.
Yeah.
For me,
Like a song
I actually do
getting
like
tired of a
the
song is one
default
of my worst
one, which
fears.
traumatizes me every time.
The what one?
The default alarm noise.
The
That thing
default alarm
traumatizes
noise.
me.
Oh, why would you do that to yourself?
Because I need to wake up and that gets me up in the morning.
I mean, I guess if it works.
The 1,000-yard stare. Every time we get up to the
The
alarm.
1,000-yard stare. You see, I hear 1,000-yard stare, and I know what it means, but for some reason in my head, the picture in my head was of a phone that you put all the way across the room from you, so that you had to get up to turn the alarm off, just staring at you as it makes the alarm sound.
Oh my
Future of AI.
God.
Y'all have it easy. Do you want what
Robot
I do
staring
to
at us
it?
from 1,000 miles.
I hook it up to a
Yeah.
speaker.
Oh
No.
God, why would you do that?
A 5 below
Ugh.
speaker that has lasted like 6 years and is more powerful than it should be. And dear God,
Five
does
Below
that
is
thing
weird
do
like
what
that.
it's meant to do.
Five Below has some weirdly like quality
Oh my
stuff
God.
right next to hot garbage.
I'm imagining the scene from Back to the Future with like the 50 speakers behind the kid with the guitar.
I know what you're. I
That's
haven't
your
seen Back to the Future,
alarm.
but I know what you're talking
Yup.
about.
I know what you're talking about too.
When the scene is so good, you'd
That's my alarm
recognize
in
it
the
without
morning.
seeing the movie.
I've seen clips of it. That's how I know.
No.
But
I
still,
just have President
Okay,
Mike
okay.
screaming, "Oh yeah, that's my alarm." You know who President Mike is?
No, I don't.
yes.
Then
Oh
you do.
wait,
Imagine
yeah,
that
okay.
as your alarm, just him screaming.
Ugh.
Oh God.
I mean, it'd be an effective alarm.
Why
I
are we
mean,
talking about alarms? We're supposed to be
maybe.
talking about music.
Because
Talking
it's
about
a form of
Well,
music.
I guess you
Sound.
could say we got a little off
off
topic.
topic.
I will stab you.
No, you won't.
Cosmo, tomorrow we're gonna see each other in person. I'm going to stab you, man.
No, no,
Don't the fuck you mean
I mean, you
nuh-uh?
won't see him if you threaten him.
no.
I was like,
Music.
nuh-uh, I mean, well, in Terraria, I just have a gun.
You're you're playing Terraria.
No,
Listening
I'm
to
vibing to
Terraria music.
music.
Yeah.
Terraria music.
I
Another
mean,
another banger
it is
soundtrack.
music.
I don't know if any of you have heard the soundtrack. Celeste.
Oh, that's good. That's
I've
good. That's
heard
good.
good things.
I
Celeste is a
just
good
finished
soundtrack.
playing through Celeste. It's an incredible game,
Oh, actually, wow.
but the soundtrack is so good, and the little storytelling pieces, like each character has um, their own instrument and their own theme, or and each like not each character has their own instrument. They don't have their own theme, but they like the actions that they do have their own theme. So the two of those combine together to make a whole bunch of different pieces. but like the way that it's like combined, like especially the piece called Madeline and Theo, is you can hear like the way that the main character Madeline kind of uh, like Theo is talking and Madeline kind of starts talking too, and then like the way the music rises and Theo picks up on like Madeline's theme and starts playing it as opposed to his own theme, and the way the two themes and their two instruments, the guitar and the piano, kind of like swirl together and become like one piece is really cool.
One Piece.
That's pretty sick. So
And as
maybe
I said earlier,
talking.
Calamity Track, sure they might chase the artist off, which sucks for the artist. I love that artist. His music's so good, and the Calamity Terraria mod pack sound pack, oh my god, it's godly.
Oh my god.
Like,
I'm
you
just, I'm
feel
gonna,
proper intimidated when a certain boss comes on screen just by the music. Because you know, based on that music, you're gonna die.
Boss
I'm
music
just
is
gonna,
so powerful. Yep.
yep.
Just gonna.
Man, I'm looking at my games, I'm looking at my games that I have on my computer, and I'm thinking of all the music in the games. I'm like, oh, this is pretty good music. Wow. It's almost like all games have pretty good music.
Games,
I mean,
like,
yeah, that's kind of like the
music can
point.
kind of make or break a game.
This is true.
There's a
Yeah,
reason
if it has
Nintendo never
good
slept on
music,
music, and it's because if the music's like not great, people aren't going to enjoy the game.
Yeah.
Just want to give a shout out to the Dune soundtrack
Dune
because that
soundtrack?
movie.
let's give a shout out
Yes,
to
the
like all
movie
the music
Dune.
artists in games. Like, they all do so good. You guys are amazing.
This is true.
The film Dune is a sci-fi film. Like the Dunes Part 1 and 2, specifically the Denis villain. I do not know how to pronounce his name. It's French. It drives me crazy. Denis, that's his first name. The recent ones that have released and like blown up at the box office. The music in them is composed by Hans Zimmer, so obviously you know you're off to a great start. And essentially, I was like watching, I think it was a video, like interview with him about like how he came up with music and everything because it has a very distinct sound.
I think,
Like it does
yeah,
not
I
sound
think I
like your
saw the
typical
same video. I
blockbuster.
think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Essentially, he went into this film and he was like, okay, so we all know what like sci-fi films kind of sound like 2001 Space Odyssey, Star Wars, Star Trek, um Interstellar, which I think Hans Zimmer also did the score for. Like for when it comes to sci-fi, oftentimes you have this big like um orchestral sounds and it's like a very like lots of brass, sometimes lots of strings. It's like just very, it sounds very earthly. And he was like, well, if we're like dealing with a civilization that is like years ahead, like that's not what it's going to sound like. Like, why are we making a
Yeah.
sci-fi film and then using a sound that everyone is familiar with and sounds like classic? Like it's a classical sound for a new thing, which at times makes sense. And obviously,
Mhm.
a lot of the time, it sounds really good. Like no one's going to say that Star Wars or Star Trek has bad music. But he wanted to create something that was not just like good music. He wanted to create something that fit the score and fit the film. So we went in like kind of attempting to create, and not just like a, because I think another thing that sometimes people do in sci-fi is they'll be like, well, in the future, sound music will have evolved so much that we won't really recognize it. So they just make it a bunch of like clicks and words and like robotic sounds and
Mhm.
techno jarble, and they like overdo it. Right. And so like they will just make it be literal white noise and be like, yeah, so this is going to be music, even though it's not. And so we wanted to create something that was music, but that was still feeling really new and like foreign and alien And so we went in and created it, and like, oh my gosh, you nailed it. Because the music in that is just so good. Because it
You just had me
sets
think of
everything
like
apart.
Avatar, like the music there was definitely not normal music. I feel like.
Like the James Cameron Avatar.
Yeah, the blue people, not the
Okay, yeah.
Avatar: The Last
It's been
Airbender.
so long since I've seen that.
You know what's weird? Like, at least for me, when I like watch a movie, I never really hear the music. Like, the music's there, but I never remember the tune music.
Yeah.
Well, that's usually a good sign
Yeah. I
to an
am
extent.
I am a massive music nerd, so I'm the exact opposite. I don't necessarily remember it, but I listen to the music consciously. Um, just because I love music so much. But
I think I remember like the feeling of it. Like that's what I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
more often.
which is what you
I
should
get
be
the feeling.
remembering. Which is what you should be remembering is the way that it makes you feel.
Unless it's
So
like
you're how
everything
Draws
is
you in.
hard
awesome.
out artists, your music makes you feel feelings.
Whoa.
That's
Unless it's
crazy.
like
You did your
a
job.
song that's like supposed to be memorable, like I don't know. Everything is awesome.
Try to think of musicals.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, that
yeah.
song is.
Something that's like in the show, designed to not be back. Like it's not. There's certain songs in movies that are designed to set the scene, and
Exactly.
then there are songs that are designed to be a part of the scene.
Yeah.
Musical style.
Precisely. I definitely think, like, to me, music is good when it catches my attention. Like, I think music that just is there can do a great job and set the scene and everything. But if I notice the music and go, oh, all right, they kind of popping off, that's a good sign. And
They
then if
kind
it's
of
like
pop
the
it
only
off.
thing that I have, if it's like the only thing I remember from the film, that's not good. Although, oh my gosh, wait, no, there was another interview with Hans Zimmer. I think it was on like a late night show or something where he said that he loves working on bad films because when you're working, like when you're composing for a film that is utter garbage, you know you're already going to be the best thing in it. I think this is hilarious.
That is so nasty,
Dude's
but
like,
my
I love,
so
I love
cool at the
being in
same
bad
time.
films
Oh my
because then I don't
god.
have to worry. No
There's
stress.
this one song and I forgot the movie name. God. Uh Someone's Day Off. Friggin'
Ferris
I forgot
Bueller's
his
Day
name.
Off.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah,
That
That
yeah,
one
sounds
song.
familiar.
Do you know like the
the do.
yeah. Ooh bow bow chick 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 chick. So good.
That one's so satisfying to listen to. I can't explain why. It just
It's
scratches an itch in the brain,
exactly.
and it like captures the vibe of the film so well.
Have either of you two seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
I have not. I'm
No, I have
familiar
not.
with the name, but not
You
It
necessarily the
sounds
haven't
movie.
familiar,
seen it?
but I've not watched.
It's an older movie. It's good.
Oh,
Yeah.
classic 80s
Dude,
film.
older movies have such good stuff, especially music.
Oh heck yeah.
Like,
They weren't
why can't we
fucking
go
around
back
that
to like
day.
the old days of movies? Like the old Disney movies were so good.
I'm now you put old Western piano music in my head.
Like saloon music.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, it's really bad.
No, I want ice cream.
Oh my god. God damn it.
What have you done?
Ice cream.
Oh, the old ice cream music is just so good, but now like the new stuff is like, eh.
Have they changed the ice cream music?
Yeah, they kind of rotate, and it's the one Cosmo's humming right now. They don't have that anymore. Like I don't hear that ever.
Very sad, very sad.
Whoever is like changing the music should stop because they're not going to sell if they don't like have the right thing. I mean, that's like
Like
foundational childhood type stuff right there.
as a kid, I've only once chased after ice cream truck, but my cousins were much faster than me, and they actually caught up to it. I never
Oh
caught
my
up to
god.
it, but I chased after
It's like
them.
a core
I
memory
think I
right
got
there.
like
Core
the
memory.
Spider-Man one. Ice cream's crazy.
Yes, you should.
Though no,
Spider-Man ice cream.
it's the ice cream, the cookie ice cream sandwiches popped off in those things. I don't know, but something about the
Heck
ice cream
yeah.
sandwiches.
Dude, the overpriced, like, straight garbage ice cream from those trucks, nothing ever will beat that.
Nothing
Honestly,
ever.
for me, I love the gumball ones. Those are just like
Gum,
nostalgia. The ones with
gum.
the gumball eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I don't, I
Like
don't,
this,
I
the
don't think I ever
SpongeBob,
had those.
Spider-Man, Batman.
I never liked like the
Sonic.
popsicles with
There's a
faces
Sonic
on
one.
them. I never got those.
I think my
I'm-
favorites were like Spider-Man, Batman, and Sonic ones. Mostly
My
Spider-Man,
Superhero
Batman,
ones.
because like
Right
my family's been like a huge superhero loving family.
I almost never got ice cream from ice cream trucks, so I've not
Yeah,
experienced this
it was
any
like
of this.
once for me. It was a
Maybe,
special treat,
maybe
but
once
Yeah.
a summer if I was lucky.
Ice cream truck doesn't go around our neighborhood anymore. I don't know why.
I got an ice cream truck
we
that
I've
goes
get
around
it
my
maybe
neighborhood.
seen it
rarely.
once in a couple of years.
Rarely we do get ice cream truck around here, which is crazy.
It used to be like a little more frequent, like once a week.
Yeah, I
They're
haven't seen one
dying
for
out,
like
I
a few
think.
summers, but I'm also out. I have a job now, so I'm at work a lot more, so I might just
Oh,
miss
that's
it.
fair.
But actually, speaking of work, I did see one near my work the other day,
Ooh.
which was just
Imagine
like,
everyone
oh
at
hey,
once
ice
leaves
cream
to get
truck,
ice cream.
and it's playing like the old ice cream music. Nice.
Yeah, that's what we're here
Which is
for.
crazy to think like that's old ice cream music now, and it makes me feel old.
Ugh. Yeah, Big Hero 6 and Mario Kart 8 both released 10 years ago. And I'm
What
still
released
trying to
10 years
mentally
ago?
recover from that. Big Hero 6 and Mario Kart 8.
Oh, thanks for making me feel old.
Yep. 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 Mario Kart music though. Ooh. Actually Big Hero 6 has
Ooh.
a pretty solid track.
Coconut Mall.
Immortals. Immortals goes crazy. Because we can be immortals. Just love good love.
Appreciate that
Good
we've
love.
got Isaac singing Immortals, and then we've got uh,
Okay,
Cosmo
please tell
singing
me.
Coconut Mall, and Cameron singing just basic Mario
Now,
music.
this is older, and there is a song that the intro is kind of memorable to me. The Mario Brothers Super Show. Have either of you seen
Oh my
that?
Oh
gosh,
my
yes, I remember
god.
watching that when I was younger.
Oh my
I love
god.
that. Like
The
me and my sister
Super
actually
Mario
would
Bros.
download it and like watch it in the car on trips, and
Super
that was so
Show.
good.
Super Mario Brothers
And it's
Super
like
Show, yeah.
the funny thing is, I know what it's on. I'm subscribed to what it's on.
It's on Netflix.
We could do a watch party someday on it.
Is
Oh
it
my
on
gosh, that would
Netflix?
be goofy.
I think it's
I remember watching it on Netflix.
Yeah, I remember
yeah, I
watching
think
it
it's
on
on
Netflix.
Netflix.
It's on
Netflix
Netflix.
or
It might have
Amazon
changed since
Prime, I
then.
think.
It's on
I think
Netflix.
Netflix used to be where you go for everything. And then they kind of stopped. Everyone else got streaming services. So it's harder to figure out. Where were we?
Do you know what's a weird like? Have you ever had this like you've heard a song when you were a kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
you know the tune, but you have no idea where it's from. Like you don't know what it's
Yes.
called, you don't know anything.
Yeah.
I found this has happened like a lot for me, and I know that every single like song that I know the tune of, but I don't know what most of them. It's all from Roblox.
Really?
Yeah, because I used to play a lot of Roblox as a kid, and there's like all these songs that's nothing's credited, right? So there's all these songs rattling around in my head that are from some random ass Roblox game that I have no idea what they are.
That's goofy. That's real goofy.
And then sometimes you figure out what they are. Like I think one of them was like a shop theme from a Zelda game.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Yeah, the first time I ever heard Viva La Vida by Coldplay.
Oh my gosh, that song's
Such
So
a
good.
good song.
First time I ever heard it was in, I think, 5th grade. My teacher put it on as like study music. Like we were working on a project or something, so she played it
that's
in
a
the
mistake.
background.
Who's gonna study with that on?
And I got like really sad and I couldn't figure out why. I was like, why is this song depressing me so much? And it wasn't just like there's obviously a very like I can't think of the right word off the top of my head, but like there is a vibe to the song and there's a reason that it's like blown up as much as it has and why like people use it in all of those like edits of like sad things. But no, this was like I could swear that this song was actively like something I knew, but I'd never heard it before. Eventually figured out I knew the Minecraft parody.
Exactly. I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of us know that.
There was a lot
Yeah,
of songs
and I
that I
I
never
used
don't
realized
to
that was a parody.
rule the world.
I don't know anything about the real song, but I know the entire Minecraft parody
I know
by heart.
both.
I stand by the fact that Weird Al improved like half of the songs he did.
So true.
He did. He really did, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I hate Party in the USA just as a whole. The song, I despise it. But if you put Party in the CIA on, I am full on sing along no matter where I'm at. Like, it's just how it is.
I have no idea what the words of Gangster's Paradise are, but Amish Paradise.
Amish
let's
Paradise,
go.
hell yeah.
Heck
I
yeah.
actually. I did not.
Crazy
I
thing
haven't
about
listened to
Amish
many
Paradise
Weird Al songs, to be honest.
is Gangster's Paradise
Missing
actually
out.
sampled from Pastime Paradise by Stevie Wonder.
Oh. So it's
like,
a parody of a parody of a parody?
Pretty much.
Whoa.
It's legitimately insane. A little bonkers that one is.
Bonkers.
First, I hardly knew her. Did we just lose someone? Hello?
Sorry, someone made a hardly know her joke.
Oh, well, it's true.
Fair
I
enough.
did
Stick
hardly know
to
her.
your guns.
Cosmo, you were the one who started the hardly know her stat.
Don't worry
Yeah,
about
you
it.
are the one who started that in our
Just
group.
don't worry about it.
Character development. He's changed. Become a better man.
I'm a changed man.
Changed man, I hardly know her.
Press F to doubt.
Brother, what?
Why were you like bringing back like old forgotten memes?
Because they're funny, because old stuff is cool.
Potatoes are great.
Retro, man.
Okay, we're done. We're wrapping up now.
Earlier today I had a baked potato. It was good.
Did you really, though?
No real.
I actually had a baked potato.
That's a false
Did you
memory.
know?
That's a false memory.
It's not a false memory.
It's a false
How did
memory.
you know?
It was a good potato. It had butter in it.
It's a false memory.
That's a lot of There's a lot of details.
Perfectly microwaved.
Just like how it's a false memory.
Did you have that many details if it was a real
I mean,
memory?
what?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No.
Y'all are just like hallucinating me right
You can't
now.
take this one from me.
The baked potato is a false
Actually,
memory.
we already did.
No.
Yeah.
The false memory was a false memory.
For the spirals.
What?
I'm not sure this is a spiral we
Gu-
can recover from.
Guys, what if the entire false memory joke was but a false memory that someone had?
Wait, did
And now we just keep saying
we
it.
actually ever? Did we ever like actually talk about it? You're not telling me that like we just made it up that we talked about this in the past episode.
I don't know
I'll go
anymore.
back and you're gonna find the entrance.
I
Like, you're gonna
I
find
did.
the origin of this.
I don't know anymore, which is the funny
Y'all are
part.
giving
Someone-
me it.
It's a
Oh my gosh!
false
Someone
memory.
should do those like vocoder auto-tune songs of the playlist, but about false memories.
What if this entire
the
video is
podcast.
vocoded?
That would be amazing.
Depending on what the song we're talking about.
All-star.
I'm not taking the time to learn how to do that.
Do what?
Time to learn how to do it
Vocode.
and time to do it.
Yeah.
But I want to
vocode
so bad.
That would be really funny.
So, Someone in the
That'd
audience
be
make a vocoder sound
nightmarish.
song out of this episode or the whole show. I don't know. Just we need it to
We
happen.
just take clips of things we're saying and just make it into a song.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been experimenting
That'd
with
be
making
terrifying.
songs.
An
I don't
ode to
feel like
Jimmy.
To
All
Jimmy.
right.
They'll scare me.
Yeah, I referenced a guy named Jimmy in the first couple episodes for some reason. We just kept on like
Wait,
needing
what Jimmy?
examples of
Because
a thing.
there's a lot of Jimmys.
I think that's a false memory.
No, it
I'll
might not be
swear.
Jimmy. It might have been Johnny or something. But there was like talk of like phase and stuff, and I would just be like, yeah, so this guy Johnny disappears in the next day, and like I just kept referencing it, and that's the name that came to mind. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
remember that.
believe
Yeah,
you.
Make a song about him. Someone.
Jimmy.
It's on the internet
the
now.
movie.
Anything can happen to it.
this is true.
You can reach the right people. Anyone who
I
knows a
know
guy
a
who knows a
guy.
guy. Exactly. Cam's hosting next, so how about you do the outro?
Yes. So, in good terms of music and what I'll play next.
Good outro. Cut.
Hey, no,
I'm
don't
kidding. I'm
got
kidding.
redo it, man. Dang it, my brain. No.
You ruined his brain, man.
Don't I always? That's like my specialty.
This
If
is
your brain is still in
Liam,
like
and you have to
perfect
play this
condition
song in
after
the
interacting.
outro, just because. In terms of music and what we're doing next time, we gotta catch them all.